A little bit of a taste of God's creation and man's creation mixed together all on top of a mountain. Hello from high up in the ancient region of Mesopotamia. This is Josh Friedman coming to you from practically the peak of Mount Nemrut here nowadays in southern Turkey, overlooking, I believe, is the Euphrates River down below in the background. This is indeed the biblical region of Mesopotamia, and behind me you have a very, very impressive site that is, according to archaeologists, the tomb of King Antiochus I, who lived shortly before the time of Christ, and he's depicted in this statue behind me. It's actually a lot more than just a tomb. There are all these huge, or very large statues, many of which are of Greek and Persian gods, here just below the peak of the mountain. The story goes that that King Antiochus commissioned this tomb, or whatever you want to call it, for himself, and it was built in his honor. And you've got 2,000 years later, more than 2,000 years later, all these statues on this side of the peak, and then on the other side of the peak, which I'll take you to, give you a glimpse of momentarily, some even larger statues over there. And it is some setting here in southern Turkey. It's kind of cool how you can walk on these stone blocks, which are just on the outside of the roped off area where the very historic statues and carvings lie. I've been traveling around Turkey for most of the past week, exploring ancient sites and arguably ancient and advanced civilizations. And I think this site's a little different in that, as far as I know, there isn't much controversy surrounding it and the dating of it, and whether or not the carvings and statues you see are evidence of advanced technology or advanced abilities or civilization, because this only dates back to shortly before the time of Christ. But nonetheless, for 2,000 plus years back, this is pretty impressive. But unlike Göbekli Tepe, and possibly in the future with Karahan Tepe, there doesn't seem to be a debate, or there doesn't seem to be much of one, as far as I'm aware, within the archaeological and historical communities about how far back this goes and whether this is a sign of advanced civilization. But nonetheless, the setting is magnificent, and I'm going to show you a little more of it before I go down the mountain. And around the mountain we go. Some view of ancient Mesopotamia, or modern Mesopotamia, and the Euphrates River. It can get a bit windy and a bit touristy up here on the east side, or east terrace, of Mount Nemrut, but just what a sight to take in. This incredible view of the biblical region of Mesopotamia with the Euphrates River down below, and it's just so amazing to be taking that in with these giant ancient statues right behind me. It's like a little bit of a taste of God's creation and man's creation mixed together all on top of a mountain in a very, very historic region, and I'm very grateful to be here.